Okay guys, let's now look at the rules in math for significant figures with addition and subtraction. See, we've already looked at the ones for multiplication and division, and it had to require you use the fewest number of sig figs in the question, in the problem. With addition and subtraction, because it's a different type of mathematical calculation, you have to use a different rule. And it says the number of decimal places in the result, the answer you get, is going to equal the number of decimal places in the least precise measurement. So it's not the fewest number of sig figs, it's the fewest number of decimal places, okay? Not sig figs, but decimal places in your question, okay? So let's give you an example here. 6.8 plus 11.934. Now when we do the math on that, right, we'll get 18.734. But again, if you'll look, I've got one decimal place here, and here I've got 3. So my answer can only have one decimal place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two and scratch them out. Now luckily the 3 doesn't affect the 7, doesn't it? It doesn't round it up. So when I get done, my answer should be 18.7. That's only one decimal place, okay? That's exactly what we're doing with this addition and subtraction. Not a super hard way to figure it out, is it? It's not that hard. It's just making sure you tell the difference between multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction, okay? So again, we're going to do just like we did with the last one. We're going to do some practice, okay? If I do my calculation like this, 3.24 meters plus 7 meters. Well, if I put that together, I get 10.24 meters. But again, I got 2 decimal places here and only 1 decimal place here. So my answer has to have only 1 decimal place. If I get rid of this one, my answer should be 10.2 meters. Okay? This is pretty straightforward, isn't it? If it isn't, again, you need to let me know, email me, text me, whatever, or not text me, but email me, check it out, and then we'll go through it and we'll figure it out, okay? 100.0 grams. Well, there's only 1 there in here. Minus 23.73, there's 2 there. So my answer should be 76.27. But again, 1 decimal place versus 2. So my answer has to have only 1. Well, I get rid of that 7. But the thing is, that 7 is going to round up that 2 to a 3. So it'd be 76.3 grams. Y'all see the pattern following here? I hope so. Then you got 0.02 centimeters, which by the way has 2 decimal places. 2.371 has 3. Add those together, I get 2.391 centimeters. But my answer can only have 2. So I got to go, this guy's got to go. And he doesn't affect the 9, so my answer is 2.39. Okay? Then I have 0.1 liters minus 3.872 liters. Do the math, 709.228. I got 3 and I got 1 decimal place. So my answer has to have 1. 28 has no effect on that 2, or that 2 has no effect on that other 2. So my answer, 709.2. Okay? 18.2 pounds plus 3.37 pounds should give me 1821.57 pounds. 1 decimal place, 2 decimal places. I need 1. Get rid of the 7, but again, that 7 has to turn that 5 into a 6. 1821.6 pounds. Okay? Now, 2.030 milliliters, 3 decimals, minus 1.870 milliliters, 3. So they both have the same, don't they? But look at the answer. When you plug it in the calculator, it says 0.16 milliliters. That's kind of odd. 3 decimals here, but right now I only got 2. So this is one of the weird cases where we actually add another decimal. How do we do that? Really simply. We just put a 0. 0.160 milliliters. So I hope this kind of shows you exactly what we're doing as far as significant figures. Multiplying, dividing, adding, subtracting. Now what I want you to do is, and later on we'll give the second part of that paper, those practice papers I gave you where it talks about doing significant figures and multiplying and dividing. I need y'all to be working on that and see if you can figure them out, because later on we'll do a video where we'll go through how to do all that, okay? And we'll go through them and see how well you did. And again, that's where you have to take a little responsibility and do this on your own, right? Now if you're not doing it on your own and you're just waiting for me to give you the answer, then come test time next week, it's going to get ugly. So you've got to work on this. And again, if something's not clicking, you need to ask. Do not wait. Send me a message. I don't care how you do it. Send me a message. I will help you if I can. Okay? We'll figure something out where you can get a hold of it. Okay? But right now, this is pretty straightforward, isn't it? There's not a whole lot of strangeness to this. Once you figured out the difference between multiplying, dividing, adding, subtracting. Okay? As long as you keep those straight in your head, you're good. Okay? So that's how we multiply, divide, add, and subtract in significant figures.